Alright, so here's the deal. I've been trying to figure out for a long time now what it was that I really, really wanted to do as far as like my very first video. Well, I finally decided, there's a big popular thing going around now, all it's viral on the internet, what gays do, what black girls say, or, something to that aspect. It's really funny if you haven't seen it, just Google it, watch it. It's hilarious. It cracks me up every time. I want to do something to represent my own culture, Native American or Indian. And when I say I'm Indian, I get a lot of times people come back and they're like, oh, well, you don't look like you're from India. Hold up, time out, wait a minute. I'm not from India. Do it look like I'm from India? I mean, really? I'm Indian. It's a thing, read history that people get up on it, okay? Around here in Robeson County, we have some of the Native Americans, Indians, whatever you want to call them, around here in Robeson County. They have their own dialect. And it gets really, really bad. It gets to the point sometimes where I'm a little bit confused. I don't even know what the hell they're saying. I'm like, really? Like, really lost. I used to get teased at a lot when I was in school because people used to think I was, like, trying to be a white person or something like that. And I still, to this day, don't really understand how I was trying to be a white person. I don't get that. Like, just because I tried to talk proper or I wanted to get my education and I want to be successful in life, I always view that as a little bit different. But, so these Indian boys and these girls walk around and they would have their little girlfriends and boyfriends and everything. And one big thing that always used to get me was, they always walk around and say, oh, yeah, that's my old lady right there. And I'm like, you talking about her? The 16-year-old that's walking beside you? That's your old lady? I'm lost. I'm like, really? Your old lady. Same thing with the girls. Girls do the same thing, walking around holding hands with their boyfriend. Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, y'all dating? Yeah, that's my old man. Like, your old man? He's the same age as you. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, is that, like, supposed to be a term of endearment or something? Somebody needs to fill me in because I'm really lost on it. I mean, I honestly just don't get it. One of the biggest other things, see, there you go, that's part of Robeson County too, one of the biggest other things. Like, I always had the worst time in high school with English. I grew up in a little small town and everything, and I think, one of the things that we used to do as Native Americans in Robeson County, we used to invent our own language. I used to go around saying it was all the time I used to go around saying, I'm the onlyest one. I was a senior in high school before I realized that onlyest one was not even a real word. Like, really? Nobody ever corrected me on that my entire life until I became a senior in high school. Then all of a sudden they wanted to fix it. I'm like, really? You wait till I'm getting ready to graduate to try to tell me that this word that I've been saying my entire life is not right. I just don't even know what to say about it. It just cracked me up. I just thought it was the funniest thing. And I still to this day, every once in a while, will start talking to somebody, even in my current profession. I'll talk to people and it'll slip out every once in a while and I'll be like, yeah, I'm the onlyest one that ever, I'm the only one that ever does that, and I have to catch myself. So that's kind of part of the whole thing, too. Even walk around here in Robeson County and listen to some of the Native Americans or Indians, again, whatever you want to call them, talk to each other. Even being a Native American yourself, sometimes you really can get lost in, like, what the conversation's about. Let me give you a typical conversation. You're walking around at the mall and there's a boy, he's talking to you, and you're like, hey, man, how you doing? He'd be like, what's up, Pa? I'm like, I'm good, man. What about you? How are you? Oh, man, me and the old lady, we was tripping. She was arguing at me and calling all these following stuff, man. I don't even know what to tell you about it. She just be aggravating me and she be getting on my damn nerves. And I told her once she go on out y'all and do some work or do something and get from off my back. And I'm like, just listening to this dude talk or whatever about his old lady and how she should go out y'all. And I'm thinking to myself, where is Alshon exactly? Can somebody please pinpoint that for me as to where Alshon might really be? Because I'm lost. I just don't know. Or, better yet, can somebody tell me where Over Yonder is? Like, how far do I need to go to get to Over Yonder? Because I ain't figured that one out my entire life. I don't think I ever really said it growing up. I may have, because like I said, I grew up in a small town where everything was going on. Mr. Lerone, I'm going to need you to wait till I finish my video before you start texting me and stuff, okay? Anyway, I grew up in this little small town or whatever, and this was all I heard. This is all I heard, so it did kind of stick with me. And I know I have a little southern twang in my little accent or whatever, and, it drives people crazy when I go up north or whatever, but sometimes people just look at me like, where the hell are you? They don't even know what I am. First they say, oh, you mixed with black and white, aren't you? Your daddy's black, your mama's white. And for some reason, that's what they always think. For some reason, my mama can't be black, and my daddy can't be white. It's got to always be the other way around. I don't know where that comes from. But people look at me like I'm crazy, because here I am, this dude that looked like this, and people can't quite figure out what I am exactly. And then when I open up my mouth, because a lot of times they think I might be Puerto Rican or some kind of Latin or something, and then I open up my mouth and I start talking, and then they're like, oh my God, you are so country. But to me, I'm really not as country as some of these clowns around here in Robco, because y'all really, really, really need to get it together. Because between your over yonders and go out y'all and do this and do that and back yonder, and I mean, y'all with some of your words just I just don't really know what to say. So that's my little snippet, just a little snippet on some things that some of y'all Robco Native Americans say. There's a ton more. Feel free to leave your comments below, and we can discuss it after the show. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to me for my very first video. I promise you, the future videos from this point on will be a little bit better. Y'all take it easy.